What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages? Welcome back to my channel, El Chombo Custom Dioramas. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram, El Chombo _NYC, because you know that is the place to be. You know what I mean? Look, ladies and gentlemen, September is almost over. Everything is moving so fast and quick. October in a couple of weeks, and with that, the New York City Comic Con, which I will be attending that Friday of the entire weekend. Okay, now a lot of things are going on. I have a couple of commissions on pause and have some projects to mail out. Okay, but that's another story. Here today, I'm inviting you back into the cave because I want to talk to you about two things. One, some of the props that I'll be using on my projects, okay, come from this great artist known as Terraformer. He's a 3D printer and he makes other and incredible accessories and props for dioramas. So lately he's been my go-to guy, and since many people have been asking me questions on my YouTube videos, where do I get certain items, I might as well just give credit where credit is due, although I do reply to those folks that ask me those questions. Okay, so we're talking about the one and only Terraformer. All right, Terraformer. This is his Instagram page. You could go ahead and check him out. By all means, give him a follow. If you are a diorama builder, reach out to him, man. He is very, very cool person, very easy to work with, and he gives you great prices for his products. And he always throws some extra stuff here and there without even you know it. And by the way, he doesn't even know that I'm doing this for him. This is just something that I want to do because I do get a lot of questions about the props. So some of the items that I do order from Terraformer are like the New York City sewers. All right, here is one right there, version in itself with no paint apps or anything. I love these, for picture photography. If you're ever making a diorama, these are so cool. All right, and I've made some impressive dioramas and toy photography using these in their finished state. Okay, now the famous fire hydrant, once again, there we go down the colors. I mean, there are so many ways you can actually paint these that it's just incredible. All the ideas, just looking at pictures, you can get just looking at pictures online and come up with some good finishes for these fire hydrants. So he does 3D print these, and they are, pretty durable and heavy. Okay, another feature that he hit me up with on this order was some storm drains. Okay, and these are very cool because these also, the lid pops out. All right, so it could be a great feature for another city diorama, road diorama, or even a sidewalk. All right, you could place these, give it a nice weathering and whatnot. I guarantee you it will look superb. All right, he also hit me up with this new item, which I'm blown away. I got a couple of these, and they are parking meters. Look at how cool. I can't wait to start using these in future projects along the way. And finally, street signs. Here are a couple. Pretty sturdy. Great paint apps. I'm certain that these are probably simple to make, but I mean, the quality is so superb. The design, I mean, you can't go wrong going with Terraformer and ordering props for your projects. Okay, now, with that said, the next thing we're going to do is talk about an old diorama that I built over a year ago. We're going to revisit it. Why? Because I was waiting on some props to add to that particular diorama. Plus, I also added a new Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. So, let's go ahead and check it out and talk a little bit more about that one diorama, because When I first recorded it, I really didn't talk about it in detail. You know, I only superficially went over it, and I want to go more in depth. So y'all go ahead and hang out with me for a few more minutes. So the reason I wanted to revisit this particular diorama is because, for one, I added a few props. If you notice, right here I have a snake, you know, have some wildlife, a couple of gators, and so on, okay? This diorama was originally intended for Swamp Thing, and it still is. But once I placed the Build-A-Figure Sauron up there, it just sold the... So this diorama base is made of foam, okay? Not installation foam, but the packing foam. It has two layers, one there and one at the bottom, okay? Now, this piece right here, which is of a solid hard plastic, perhaps resin, not quite sure what material, but this is a piece that I purchased at PetSmart. It is an accessory for a fish tank, but I thought it looked so cool if I just go ahead and take that piece and embed it into the foam and then come up with all the vegetation and the paint apps. To this date, I really kind of regret that I did not record the process on how I came out with all the magnificent details on this project. People might be skeptical and think that perhaps I bought it like that, but no, I actually made it. I mean, the way it came out, the layers of paint and the way the the terrain and the rock formation came about. You know, the contour lines, I think came out superb. The texture, I can't remember how I came up with it. I know I used sand, real sand. Was it plaster, or I just can't remember because it was over a year ago that I made this base, and I really regret not recording the process. Although I'm certain that if I make another one, perhaps it'll all come back. But I wanted to give it that swampy look. Speaking of swamp, I'm like 2.5 episodes away from completing DC Swamp Thing. I really can't finish it for some odd reason. Every time I say 2.5 because one episode is still halfway. But anyhow, put it in the comments below. What do you think of this project? It's been sitting in my DTOF for quite some time. I wanted to pull it out and let it breathe a little bit and show you how magnificent the Sauron looks in this piece. And I think any piece jungle related could go great with this. Even a predator or two can look awesome. The wet look, I used some resin. I wanted to give it that swampy look. I got the effects that I actually wanted. And this, believe it or not, the first time me trying to come up with this effect on this piece, and it came out magnificent. I have did not have any shortfalls on this. It was a one take, so to speak, and it came out superb. So I thought I'd share this piece with you one more time. I am 10 subscribers away from 600, okay? And I have not done a 500 giveaway. So with that said, I'm gonna toast to you guys. Thank you for your loyal subscription to me, being a loyal subscriber and providing comments. I'm gonna announce the 500 giveaway right now, right here on this video. So on the comments below, all right, just post, write down on the comments which out of these 4 figures right here is your favorite. The Sauron, okay, Sasquatch, Swamp Thing, and I even put in here Abomination. All right, which out of the 4 is your favorite? Post it on the comments below, and I will be choosing a winner when I get my 600 subscribers plus. So what I'll be giving away, I will be giving 3 props of what I just showed you earlier, made by Terraformer. Okay, 3 props. I won't tell you what they are, but you will get 3 props, and that way once you win, you could possibly start building your first diorama and add those props at your own leisure and with your own touch, so to speak. So with that said, keep loving, keep creating. Peace. See you in the next one.